Every time you come around, you monsters got me feeling like a monster in my own town.
But one thing that you guys brought out that I really wanted to touch on was implicit bias. Can you talk a little bit about that? Because that's a real thing.
All of your experiences up to any given point are influencing the way you are going to see something naturally. Empathy is about the work you have to do to see the other side of it, to see somebody else's perspective on it. And so when Miles and Colin are having this conversation in this fight after the Pandora party, they're both living the same way they've lived their whole life. Their context is changed, and Miles doesn't feel it in the same way that Colin feels it. And that's why they have to have this conversation. Not because they were living wrong in any way before that. It's because the result, the outcome of them doing the same thing they've always done is all of a sudden different because of the changing demographics. Miles isn't a bad dude. He didn't work for this bias. It happened because of who he is and how other people see him.
Those characters are composites of people that we really know. The Bay Area is this like hugely progressive and liberal place. I understand the context in which Miles grew up in because that's the same context in which I grew up in, and the defensive of that position. If you've grown up anywhere like Oakland, you probably know a Miles. Being a minority among minorities adjacent to the majority, like that is a weird stack for the Mileses of the world to exist in.
Look at this!
I'm better one in the glove, though.
Yeah!
I ain't trying to go back to jail.
$200
Let me
for Colin's.
not Colin's gun.
Very nice.
Oh, I just got an Uber pickup.
You got it. Is this an Uber?
Hell yeah.
I think we just used both our experiences personally, but also just the experiences of the people that we grew up around to feed into how we informed these two and let them sort of have that conversation for themselves.